Howdy Tabletop RPG fans, thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Wranglemeat, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this Review's Day topic is the 5e Hardcore Mode RPG. 5e Hardcore Mode RPG is 38 pages of well-done homebrew rules for the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, created by Hankrin Fernale, aka Brandish Gilhelm, founder of Runehammer Games. Originally released in February 2020, the current version is 1.97, released in August 2020. Hankrin's other work includes the Index Card RPG, Junked, Retune, Ironheart, Bearcats, and many adventure settings. His YouTube channel, Runehammer Games, was called Drunkens and Dragons and has evolved over time to become a premier tabletop RPG destination on YouTube. Currently, at only $3.50 on DriveThruRPG, it is a bargain to purchase the 5e Hardcore Mode RPG, and an awesome way to bring the grimdark old-school role-playing feeling to your 5e campaigns. As a collection of homebrew rules, it can be taken as whole, or you can just borrow the stuff you like. I'm always curious about which homebrew rules are used at your game table. What do you like or allow? Please leave a comment below. The table of contents breaks all 38 pages of great content up into manageable chunks. The introduction passes along an important truth of any beloved role-playing system. Thanks to homebrew and evolution, an RPG becomes your game, and the 5e Hardcore Mode is one way to play D&D. The intro continues with 3 aspects of the Hardcore way: be fair but merciless, be a friend of death, prize intensity over detail. The next section is Heroes, and that includes all the homebrew rules for player characters, including stat rolling, hit dice, skills, injuries, death, save points, spell systems, levels, experience, and vantage systems. Every system described focuses on reducing the overhead, simplifying the rules, and making the game more challenging and increasing the tension. I can see some players getting confused or even frustrated because they enjoy min-maxing during character creation in D&D. That is no more. Players learn to survive on wits and ingenuity, not clever class builds and racial bonuses and feats. While some players will love the merciless systems, others will want to ease back just a bit. Consider running 5e Hardcore Mode as designed for full effect, or just borrowing the good bits. I've seen a lot of discussion about how specific spellcasters might work in 5e Hardcore Mode, and how to accommodate new class releases that came in the many add-on books for D&D. Unless your own homebrew mojo is strong, you may want to contain yourself to the core books with a new campaign and fresh characters. The save point, aka Zymer's Candle, is a wonderful way to encourage the intensity of the challenge that OSR games have, with just a bit of the play again feeling of a video game. The next section is about enemies, with brilliant solutions for challenge ratings, monster AI, hazards, and mass combat. I particularly like the abbreviated stat blocks and the randomized tactical behavior. Then a GM style section with tips on verisimilitude, being true to the random danger of dice, sense of accomplishment, streamlined initiative, and a wonderful example of using zones for movement, combat, exploration, and how it affects adventure design, followed by examples in the 2 included adventures of using those zones. The final section is called The Darkness, and covers the setting and how to convey the correct mood and the consequences of failure. 2 wonderful adventures with lots of content, NPCs, and examples of zones. The last few pages of this section include comments from Hankrin, 2-sided character sheet, and a handy GM reference sheet that should be added to your DM screen accessory. For the most part, this character sheet looks very similar to any alternative 5th edition RPG's take on what belongs in a character sheet. Hankren has done a wonderful job making it easy to read and quick to find the relevant information during gameplay. The top section contains the character name, class, levels, background, race, alignment, and experience points. Then the proficiency bonus, inspiration collected, abilities with bonuses, saving throws, skills associated with each ability. A section with armor class, initiative, hit points, hit dice, and indicators for injured or death. Then weapons, attacks, spells, features, and traits. Finally, places for other proficiencies, languages, currency, and equipment carried. Sections on the flip side of the page provide for more unlabeled sections for taking notes. Like all of Hankren's game designs, this shows that careful attention to systems and mechanics can create a very focused aesthetic. Knowing the kinds of responses I've had to specific kinds of game designs, I believe 5e hardcode mode is not for everybody, but it is for people who want to use their wits and ingenuity to overcome challenges. As I've already mentioned, coming into 5e hardcode mode with an existing campaigns and characters is probably not a good idea. I highly suggest embracing Hankren's methods and trying 5e hardcode mode as intended. Still, there is plenty of good material to borrow if that is your intention. This episode is brought to you by Kaboomkin, the smaller, faster, funnier RPG of cartoon, fairy tale, post-apocalypse mayhem. It's time to blow stuff up. Get it now at www.kaboomkin.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.